This week's Michigan Lottery Excellence in Education winner is Taylor Dantinne from Millington Community Schools. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
We have a video from your nominator. Let's take a look.
Okay.
My name is Steve Bouvet, and I'm the superintendent of Millington Community Schools. I nominated Mrs. Dantinne for the Educator Excellence Award because she's always very kind to her students and fellow staff members. In addition to being a great teacher in the classroom, she also puts a lot of time in outside of the classroom working on projects and community service initiatives that make Millington Community Schools a better place to work and learn. Thank you to Excellence in Education for recognizing Mrs. Dantinne, and congratulations to all of the other nominees.
Aww.
Wow, that came from your superintendent. That has to feel
sweet.
amazing.
That is amazing. Coming from Steve Bouvet, who's probably one of the nicest humans you will ever meet, that's a very big honor.
Well, tell me a little bit about you. You're an art teacher.
I am. I've been in Millington for 16 years. I teach art and also some community service classes.
And we have a trophy here because you're really big into sports as well.
I am. I have a husband who is a football coach, so if you're married to a football coach, you better love football. I also coach junior high volleyball. But this was a big deal this year. We had a historic season, making it all the way to not only making it there, but then winning in a complete shutout, 24-0. So that's a big deal.
Tell me what it's like to balance art and then also sports and being that. And you kind of incorporate all of that into your classrooms.
Right. It's a lot, but it's fun. You know, I feel like Millington is basically my life. I mean, I'm in my classroom more than I'm at home, and my kids are there as well. And it's a lifestyle, really. It's so fun to see the things that I have created on the streets, you know, the shirts that we make or the posters in the store windows. Like it's really, really rewarding. Well,
Taylor, I want to know about how you do it all, because I also understand that you are a big volunteer person. You're always involved in different things, volunteering your time.
Right. I enjoy that. I think that's something that Millington has instilled in me. Millington is a town that shows up. You know, when someone's in need, everyone's there, all hands on deck. And being there for 16 years, that's become ingrained in me. And now I'm also teaching that to my family, my kids, and my husband also is always there to help out.
What motivates you to get up and go to work every single day?
Oh, definitely the students. I love being around them. You know, I just came across a social media memory that I had interviewed the kids when they were little. It was my daughter, who four at the time. She was 4 years old. And she said, the question was, what does mom do all day? And her answer was, she goes to work and teaches her friends. And I thought, wow, that is so perfect. That's the perfect statement. I love being in my classroom. I love being around those kids.
Talk about the importance of art in not only your life, but instilling that in others at a young age.
Art is so important. It's something that just everyone can find their own niche. When they're coming into my classroom, there's no stress. You know, we have good music, we have good lighting, and it's just their calm hour. It's their moment to find themselves. And no one is creative every day. You know, sometimes it's just, you just got to have that moment to chill out. But it's really great to be able to find that outlet.
I'm curious how you handle all the stress of being a teacher, a mom, volunteering. How do you do all that?
It's definitely a lot. I do think it's wearing on me in year 16. But I think it's because I love it. You know, it's just, there's always something going on. There's always the next event. Right now we're in the thick of snow coming, and then we're going to have Super Bowl with the staff party. There's just always something.
I want to talk to you about macho volleyball, which I understand is a really big thing for you. What is that? And tell me why it's so important in your life.
So macho volleyball came from back, I believe it was 2012. We started a class called Cardinal Pride, and that is my service learning class. So we do a lot of community service projects. I had to have a way to be able to do all the things that I can do during my school day. So that is the kids, you know, I have leaders. They have to be on their A game to be in that class. And so they started, this idea was, it was just a fun event. It was going to be the boys are on the court playing and the girls are coaching them, kind of a role reversal. But it has morphed into this amazing fundraising event. So it's an annual event, and each year there's someone from the community who's in need of help, and it is all about them. And so we raise quite a bit of money in one night for these people. Pretty great. It's great. It's my favorite event of the year.
I love that. I always ask the teachers that I interview, fast forward in time, 10 years from now, you run into a former student.
Right.
What do you hope that former student says to you about their experience in your classroom?
I hope that they remember the joy. I hope they have something that they can remember that was exciting, whether it was that project coming out of the kiln that turned out perfect, or maybe their team winning the macho volleyball event, or leaning over the stands to touch the state trophy. There has to be something, I hope, that I have instilled joy in them. And I hope that they are actually the leaders now. They're leading by example, and they're finding something, and they can say, hey, I reached out and helped this person, and I learned that from you, I hope.
Well, thank you for what you do,
thank you
making
so
a
much.
difference.
Thank you.
Taylor from Millington Community Schools receives a $2,000 check from Jake Harris with the Michigan Lottery. Excellence in Education Awards, sponsored by the Michigan Lottery, providing more than $29 billion to public education since 1972.